Would I be the a-hole if I took my dog back from my sister-in-law without telling her? I need to lay out the whole mess before you judge me, because on paper this sounds insane. My name doesn't matter, but I'm a 31-year-old guy, married 3 years to my wife Priya. Before we got married, back when I was single and living alone in a cramped apartment, I adopted a scruffy little terrier mix from a shelter and named him Waffles. That dog got me through some genuinely rough years. He's mine on paper and in every way that counts. 2 years ago, my sister Renata was going through a brutal divorce. She was staying in a studio that didn't allow pets and she was a wreck, calling me crying most nights. She asked if Waffles could stay with her just for a few weeks so she'd have some company and a reason to get out of bed. Priya and I talked it over and said of course. Family helps family. A few weeks turned into a few months, then a year. Every time I brought up bringing Waffles home, Renata had a reason ready. She just moved into a new apartment and needed him to adjust. She was still fragile and Waffles was, in her words, the only thing keeping her steady. Her therapist thought a routine change would set her back right now. Priya started getting frustrated on my behalf, but I kept caving, because Renata is my little sister and she'd had such an awful year. Then last month, Renata posted a photo online of Waffles asleep on her couch, captioned "My baby." My mom commented, "He's such a good boy for you. Not for you to watch, just for her." I called my sister and asked gently when I could get him back and she got defensive. She said she'd assumed I understood he was staying with her permanently, since I clearly wasn't equipped to care for a dog when I first gave him up. I never gave him up, I asked her to watch him. I told Priya I wanted to just go get him. Here's where it gets complicated. Renata still has a key to our house from when she used to water our plants, and I still have a key to her place from when I used to feed her cat during the divorce. Renata is leaving for a work conference this weekend, and her roommate already told me, completely unprompted, that she feels weird about the whole situation and wouldn't say a word if I came by to get my own dog, while Renata was away. Priya is terrified of the fallout. She thinks that if I let myself into Renata's apartment while she's out of town and just take Waffles, it'll blow up into a full family war, and Renata will spin it as me stealing a dog she's bonded with, and drag our parents into picking sides. Priya wants me to try mediation first, basically to sit everyone down at Thanksgiving and hash it out like adults. My father-in-law actually offered to talk some sense into Renata, which made everything worse, because now Renata thinks Priya's whole family is ganging up on her. Meanwhile, I miss my dog. I still have his old collar sitting in a drawer. I have a decade of history with him before any of this happened, and Renata's had him for 2 years now without so much as asking again. My best friend says just go get him. It's not stealing if he's already legally and factually mine. My mom says I'm being dramatic, and that Renata needs him more than I do right now. Priya says she loves me and will support whatever I decide, but she's begging me to at least try talking to Renata one more time before I do anything drastic, because she doesn't want our marriage caught in the crossfire of my family's drama. So here's my actual dilemma. Renata leaves Friday morning. Her roommate all but handed me an open door. I could have Waffles home by Friday afternoon and skip one more circular conversation that goes nowhere, or I could sit through one more excruciating dinner where my own sister explains why my own dog should stay with her. Would I be the a-hole, or